Welcome, race fans, to the SimWorld Racing Network's presentation of the All-American Racing League's Truck Series. This is the Martinsville Madness 200 at Martinsville Speedway. I'm your host, David Hillbilly Hara, and with me, as always, in the booth, David Lerfano. David?
Hey, good to be here back in Martinsville, Virginia. Gonna be exciting as always here at Martinsville.
Absolutely. The beating, the banging, the really trying to get these trucks to hook up off the corner. Not spin your tires too much and end up looping it on exit. This should be a pretty exciting race tonight, Dave.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's fun to come here to the short tracks. Martinsville, personally, one of my favorite tracks that NASCAR goes to. Fun to race, fun to kind of beat and bang. Till the end, then it gets a little frustrating. But these guys are going to put on a good show for us tonight.
Yeah, and these are full-length truck races, just like it's done in the truck series for NASCAR. 200 laps here tonight. We're gonna have stage breaks at lap 50 and lap 100. So we'll score some bonus points there. These drivers are going to be getting after it to score those points. Speaking of points, with the win at COTA last week, Travis Juggles Rodriguez moved himself up to the top spot in the points here going into race 6 here at Martinsville.
Yeah, great run for Travis Rodriguez there. That was his first, the last race there at COTA was his first win here in the All-American Racing League. So that was great for him to finally get that monkey off his back, and hopefully he can keep that momentum rolling. By winning that race, both stages, dominating that race, propelled him to the top of the driver's standings.
Yeah, getting those bonus points, he'll get to carry bonus points for the win, as well as, he's locked himself into the championship, or into the chase. He gets bonus points for each of those stages that he won, in addition to some additional bonus points for the win itself that he gets to carry throughout the rounds of the playoff.
Yeah, definitely a big win to go out and win the stages or finish well in the stages, especially by winning. Winning the stage gives you that one extra playoff point that carries over into the playoff round.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's big.
That is real big, Dave, and especially when he jumped to the top of the points there. Curtis Auburn, who's also won a race here early in the season, is now in second, drops to second, but only 2 points behind. So these stage ends are really going to matter for these drivers. Unfortunately, Curtis isn't going to make the race tonight, so that's really going to give Rodriguez a chance to capitalize, as I believe Curtis is in Bristol tonight. Watched a good race live there in Bristol. But Michael Kurgelak is in third, only 17 points back. Michael Boone is fourth, with Ben Campbell fifth. And Benny's fastest on the practice charts right now, and that number 67 for him.
Yeah, Ben Campbell, this is obviously a track that he likes, finds himself at the top of the speed chart so far. So this is a track you kind of have to get after it and kind of attack the track, and he is one of the more aggressive drivers in the league so far that we've seen, so this may play into his favor pretty well.
Absolutely. And, it looks like we're going to have, at the very least, I think 15. There's 15 trucks that have joined the session here. Only 14 have taken the track. Cam may have had someone else get him over here, getting his driver's suit on. Yeah, so it's going to be exciting. And we sometimes have people that jump in last minute with qualifying sessions coming up here in about a minute and a half. Looks like about 15 trucks is what will be running tonight. So it should be pretty good race.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Like I said, I love Martinsville every time we come here. Puts on some good racing. Hopefully they can limit the spinning off the corner tonight. I think they'll get a handle on this. I think you might see a few cautions early, but I think this is going to turn into one of those long green flag run type of tracks here tonight.
Yeah, this is the half-mile paperclip here at Martinsville Speedway. It's a 73-degree track temperature at the moment, so I don't see see too much heat from the track being a problem, as it's 69 degrees out there, clear skies. So, again, I'm David Hillbilly Harrod, and that's David Lofano for SimWorld Racing Network. We're going to go ahead and get these pre-race activities underway so you guys can catch a little bit of qualifying, and we'll talk to you on the other side of it.
Please rise if you're able and remove your hat as the United States Navy Band performs our national anthem.
Well, unfortunately, we had some technical difficulty with the feed out there tonight, so not sure what happened there. But we'll get that. It is continuing trackside, and we do apologize for that. All right, we're moving over into the qualifying session here at Martinsville Speedway.
It looks like Tyrone Yo is on track right now. First one out, I believe. Campbell's on track. He's the one I'm looking to see what he does here in qualifying, being the fastest car in practice.
Tyrone comes in with a 19.84. First driver to score a time so far. Benny Campbell with a 1909. My apologies. Very, very fast lap for Benny Campbell.
And a pack with a 19.22.
I mean, that was much faster than practice there, Dave, with that 19 flat.
Gregory Robinson goes third right now with a 19.37.
James Nelson punching in there at a fifth position, the 19.44. Greg Barnett jumped up on his second lap to a 19.15. Good second lap for that 38. See, James Nelson picked up a little on his second lap to 19.33. Oh, Alan Bledsoe loses it off 4 on his final lap there. He'll stay timed in at P6.
And now Chad Snyder's on track to make his run. He was, I think, P2 in practice.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of lap the 26 can throw down here. His first lap on time will bring him in third quickest with a 19.15. Matches Greg Barnett's lap.
Unfortunately, it looks like he missed his mark on the exit of 2. Let's see if that hurts him here on his second lap.
3/1000ths of a second difference between he and Barnett. That second lap was a bit slower. So he'll take into that. Now, Nathan Christensen and Cameron Harris have not taken a lap. I don't know. Hopefully Cam made it in time. But we'll give you the full field rundown as soon as qualifying finishes up here. From the Martinsville Speedway, this is the Martinsville Madness 200. Brought to you by SimWorld Racing Network. Presented by us anyway. Brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports. Check out Callahan Cox as he's running a lot of races up there in Maine this upcoming season. And if you'd like to have your business on the side of the number 8 car, get a hold of David Lafano. Get a hold of Callahan Cox on Facebook. Do it. They just should have, just a couple more minutes left, or 1 minute left in this qualifying session. Actually should be wrapping up to take the grid. For all of your cleaning needs, check out G-Tech, Evolutionary Cleaners and Degreasers. It's the best in the business for the safest in the business at cleaning all of your tough stains, greasy stuff in your garage, whatever. Check them out at buygtech.com. That's buygtech.com. Well, we should be switching over to qualifying should be ending now, shouldn't it, Dave?
Yeah, I'm seeing qualifying's over. They're going to start heading to the lineup now.
There we go. All right. Your pole sitter tonight was Benny Campbell in that number 67 Ford. Greg Barnett gets a close second. Right, just barely behind. I mean, there's 3 1,000ths of a second behind Greg Barnett. Starting in third is Chad Snyder. Fourth is Kenneth Pack. Fifth, James Nelson. Sixth, Gregory Robinson. And seventh, Alan Bledsoe. Eighth, we have Michael Kerjelak with ninth, Tyrone Yo. 10th is Joshua Hetrick. 11th, Cam Harris. 12th, Travis Rodriguez. 13th, Michael Bover. 14th, Michael Boone. And rounding out the field in 15th is Nathan Christensen. All right, I'm excited. Let's get these things going as they're taking the grid here.
Yep, get this thing started off.
Gridding up. Get them ready. The tires are cold, boys. The tires are cold. That's all I got to say going into one.
So it looks like last race winner Travis Rodriguez will roll off in 12th. Not the qualifying effort I don't think he wanted here tonight. Keep an eye on him, see if he can make his way up through this field early.
As the field makes their way through turn one on this pace lap, it'll be one pace lap, and then we'll be rolling out. The lights are out on the pace car. The flagman has the control for this start. Every other restart will be on the leader in the restart zone. So we go past Digger Camry in turn 3. Green flag is in hand. Oh, we have another lap. Okay. I was wrong about the lights being out. I was getting excited, wasn't I, Dave?
Yeah, a little premature excitement.
I'm ready to get going, if you can't tell. Ready to get it going.
Lights are out now. This pace car should be ducking on off here in the entry to turn 3.
Pace car's off.
Ben Campbell's going to lead them to the green flag.
Barney has the green flag in hand. Green is out, green is out, green is out. Let's go, let's go. It's Ben Campbell taking that inside line into turn 1.
Already a little bumping and banging here down in turn 1 on the start. Snyder's going to look at the inside of the 38 and clear him easily, getting off there into turn 3.
Your leader out to about 2 truck lengths over the 26 of Chad Snyder. Chad making some moves back there early on to take over that second position. everyone's minding their P's and Q's here early on. Real surprised. This is Martinsville.
Ooh, we got one off the corner. That's Alan Bledsoe.
Caution
Alan
is out.
Just lost some traction off the corner, off of turn 2, and around he went.
He'll stay on the lead lap, but man, the track position lost there. So we see the 42 just gets into the center there, gets accelerating up off, and that's that. It gets a little bit of help by the 28, I believe that is. Is it 28, 29? Somebody. As we see a couple of trucks on pit road, Gregory Robinson in the 29, he got a piece of that, so he's coming down to get that damage taken care of, and Alan Bledsoe is going to come down and get his truck looked at as well. Don't know if any of these guys will take tires. I wouldn't imagine 5 laps in, but you can hurt your tires when you slide them like that. So be curious to see if the sides go up. Yeah, right side's up on the 29. 42 chooses, yep, right sides are up on the 42. So it looks like these drivers going ahead and taking 4 tires. Don't want to take a chance with a flat spot here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many sets of tires they have, but that's kind of a gamble there, taking tires on lap. I guess we're working lap 5 or lap 6. I have to check and see how many sets of tires. I want to say they had 3 or 4 extra sets tonight.
Yeah, with that few a tire, I don't know. You're going to have to run it long. But with the amount of fuel here, there's going to be guys that are going to say, okay, well, so what? I'm slower. I'm going to run this thing to lap 100 or whatever, cut this thing in half. I mean, I'm assuming with full fuel, they can run 100 laps or better. I think the Cup car could run like 105 or somewhere in there. So a little less horsepower in these trucks. I imagine they can do that. About the same relative fuel tank on them.
From what I can tell, it looks like they may have unlimited tires and unlimited fast repairs tonight. So
no kidding.
That's going to be an advantage for all.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that that would have been done, but okay.
Pace car is off. They're going to get the green. Try this again.
67's control truck in this Geico restart zone, just past the 2 stripes. He's now in control of the restart. He fires off. 26 gets a good jump with him, though. Pulls alongside, going into turn 1. If he holds him down there,
you can make the outside work early, but right there, it looks like Ben Campbell's going to clear him. Chad's going to battle back here on the outside.
Great battle for the lead early on here. Chad Snyder, we know he is very good at Martinsville. At least he is in the Cup car. I think he's pretty good, obviously pretty good here in the trucks as well. So it's no surprise to see he and Benny battling it out here. And the 38 of Greg Barnett. I imagine we'll see, Kenneth Pack kind of touches the wall there a little bit.
Yeah, they quickly get single file here. Everyone running nice and easy so far.
See Cam Harris, who did make a qualifying run. Had us nervous there a little bit, Cam, but good to see you out here.
And up front, Chad Snyder's closed the gap just a little bit on Ben Campbell. Now only a quarter of a truck length off his bumper as they go through the corner.
See, I'm just wondering how much the tire fall off. I mean, in the Cup car, we were seeing a bit of tire fall off, and we know those are pretty good tires. So I don't know. I mean, time fall off, right?
Middle's out.
Yeah, Michael Bavere had an issue. Let's see if we can find out what happened with Michael. Michael, I think again, let's see.
I'm going to guess and say he may have lost it off the corner.
He actually lost it on entry to center. He got in there in the rear end. Maybe he had a little too much rear brake bias in that thing, and the truck just tried to come around on him. He got it righted, going the right direction now, so no problem. And Michael Bovair's on pit road. Imagine he's going to go ahead and grab tires here. We just come across lap 14 now. 48 slid that thing sideways. He's going to come in and probably put 4 tires on it. Use that grip advantage here for the next several laps.
I would say seems like there's no limit on tires. That's what you can do probably every single time down pit road here is take 4 tires and fuel.
Yeah. I mean, you can't blame him. I mean, leave your quick repair checked and your 4 tires. Typically not the way it's done in the All-American Racing League. I'm not sure if maybe because it was Martinsville, the admin decided to go ahead and do that, or if it was just something. Sometimes you just miss it when you're still doing the setup, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it was just a oversight on that, but hey, they all have the same thing, so we're still going to have a race regardless.
Something happened again with Michael Bovair? Oh, yeah. Wow. That's a tough break. So, he's probably going to hate me for replaying that, but I saw the crash come up on the meter there. Hey, when he left pit road under acceleration, it just got out from under him. Spun him nose first into the wall. So we put on the fresh tires, but those fresh tires have to heat up a little bit. And I'd say they got heated up pretty good. The rears did. And it just came on around. But, that happens to the best of us.
Lights are out. Pace car's going to pull off here on the entry at 3. We're going to do this again. We saw the last time Chad Snyder gave a good run to the outside of the 67. You can get a good jump here.
67 hits the loud pedal. Oh, no. 26 did not get a good jump that time. He was caught sleeping. 75 to the outside of the 26. Turns 1 and 2.
26 was able to get to the bottom, so that was a nice little gap there for him. Now the 75 is going to battle back here. Just unfortunately right now, not enough momentum on that outside. It looks like the 75. See if he can squeeze down. Maybe able to get to the bottom.
Yeah, he's clear there. Yep.
Oh, 42 around off a turn 2.
Juggles has crashed into it as well.
Yeah, it looks like the 42 of Alan Bledsoe lost it once again off the corner, and unfortunately collecting Travis Rodriguez, possibly Michael Bovair in the process.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Yeah, 42 trying to get to the outside of the 29, accelerating up off, and it just comes out from under him again. The 7 tries to miss it. No contact.
Yeah,
None of these trucks touched.
Oh, right there. There it is when they try to spin
that's
back
a
around.
shame.
There was no contact up to that point.
They did such a great job of no one hitting the other drivers. And now Gregory Robinson, Travis Rodriguez, and Alan Bledsoe all on pit road. Going to get in there and get some... I know they're all going to take tires. Like you say, there's no tire limit tonight. So I'm sure these drivers are thankful for that. So what a strange turn of events. That they hit each other, right? I wasn't expecting that after they did such a great job of not hitting each other. Well, we're on lap 22 of 200 here tonight.
Yeah, a few little cautions here early. Looked like so far all the cautions have been self spins off the corner. So hopefully these guys can get that corrected here.
Yep, you're gonna have to feather that thing, guys, up off the corner. Especially the more laps you put on the tires here, you're gonna have to be real careful for that. Pace car is off once again, coming to lap 23. 67 will get inside the Geico restart zone and fire off. And there he goes. Good jump out over the 26. 26 is going to clear low. Barely
hit the brakes to get in there, stack the field up behind him, but he is clear.
Yeah, the 38 probably wasn't real happy with that move, but you know, you're clear. Your spotter's saying you're clear. You just trust them and get in that hole.
That's 67 now, pulling out to about a 3 to 4 truck length lead.
We see the 5 of Michael Boone making some moves up through the field. Oh, Rick, we have they stay green. Wow, that was close. That was the 86 of Kurgelak, the 16 of Kenneth Pack, and I'm not sure who else that was that got caught up in that, but it was kind of crazy. We just happened to catch it on camera there. Five of Michael Boone up 8 positions now. Nathan Christensen, just ahead of him in the 3, is up 10 positions. Our biggest mover of the race thus far. Oh, 7 is in the wall on the back stretch. The yellow is out. Chad Snyder may have been caught up in this. Just happened to switch over to him there. Now I see. So we're going to try to find the replay of exactly what happened to the 7. Oh, the 38 gets into the wall. Okay, the 38 gets into the wall. The 7 doesn't realize he's slowing up that much and gets into him. I'm not sure what happened with Chad Snyder. We're going to have to see if we can find out what went on with him. He's now in the 14th position. Because Chad Snyder was in second position. Drives it in deep. Accelerating up off and loses the rear end. Noses it into the wall ever so slightly. Very fast truck going to the back. All this happened in concert with the other caution that was going on, you know, with Barnett and the 7 of Rodriguez behind him.
Yeah, tough break for a bunch of drivers there.
As we see Greg Barnett was at pit road, Chad Snyder, Kenneth Pack, Travis Rodriguez, and Tyrone Yo all on pit road. Coming out now. That is one driver in Travis Rodriguez that says, I am so glad that got messed up. As he's had a couple of incidents already. The 38's going ahead and coming down pit road now. Again. Looks like he didn't have a quick repair checked because he's got damage to that left side. Where Rodriguez had gotten into the side of him as he came off the wall, but didn't get it repaired the first time down pit road. Your leader is Benny Campbell in the number 67 Ford. James Nelson is Auto Serve Chevrolet now in the second position with Cameron Harris. His 27 Chevrolet in third. Nathan Christensen, the Toyota number 3 in fourth. Fifth is Michael Boone. Michael Kurgelak is sixth. Joshua Hetrick up to the 7th position with Gregory Robinson 8th, Alan Bledsoe 9th, and Michael Bovair rounding out your top 10.
No surprise to see Cam Harris back up at the front. In the past, we know he's been very, very quick here at Martinsville in the past, so no surprise there.
Yep, pace car is off. See if the 75 can get as good a start as the 67. 67 just shoots out of the cannon. He's gone. 75 is clear to the inside. Nathan Christensen clears for the 3rd position. Can anyone run with this 67 tonight? I've seen a few guys get close. Saw that Chad Snyder getting up there battling with him a bit. But no one has yet to take that lead from Benny Campbell.
Yeah, we'll see now. I mean, Ben Campbell's been out there for... Oh, yellow's out. Michael Bovair's had an issue. But yeah, he's been out there 33 laps, so some of these drivers have taken fresh tires. So we'll see if that pays off for any of these drivers at the back.
Yeah, Michael Bovair was just out of line, and almost like he didn't turn until he got late on entry and then made that turn. I think there was a truck under him, and his spotter may have kind of yelled at him.
Same thing. I think he got in a little hot and lost the rear end on entry, which has happened to him once already tonight. So. But Ben Campbell's still going to be your leader here. Led every lap so far, working lap 35.
So if you're Benny Campbell, I mean, I guess he's staying out to lap 50. I mean, there's at this point he's not going to pit.
I don't think you pit at this point. I think you stay out, try to get that stage win. But some of these drivers at the back with a little bit fresher tire, see if that helps propel them up to the front and maybe make a late run. Is only going to be probably 12 laps or so when we go back to green here before the stage break.
And you've got guys, so the freshest tires are coming from Greg Barnett back in the 12th position. I mean, the freshest are going to be Michael Bovair's, but I mean, he's going to be restarting 15th. Guys behind him, have pitted on lap 20. Gregory Robinson sitting in 7th position as the freshest tires of this front 7.
Yeah, it looks like green is out.
75 drives to the outside of the 67.
Yeah, better start that time.
Yeah.
For the 75. Gonna clear the 3. Nope. 3's back to the inside.
Oh, nope, they didn't touch. Okay.
Yeah, good run on the outside of the 75. He's gonna clear the 3 down here in the 3 here, like I said.
Yeah, you get the 27 now working to the outside of the 3. It looks like the outside groove is starting to pick up for a few of these drivers. As the 27's now going to the outside of the 75. Can't make it stick. He's still going to work. Yeah, this 27 is still committing himself to this high side. And has now taken that position away from the 3. He's going to continue to work on the 75. Now he's going to the inside. Committed. I can't say that one. Committed.
He's going to take a peek here. Try to get to the inside of that 75 truck. Yellow was out again.
Has crashed.
Alan Bledsoe has crashed as well.
$29. Does it get any help? No, I think it's going to be an acceleration off the corner. Yep. Accelerates up off the corner. Almost saves it.
And then something happened with Alan Bledsoe.
So Bledsoe in the 42 outside of the 5.
Yeah, Bledsoe loses it on entry, just like the 48 did on the previous yellow.
Yep.
Good job on the 42 for holding this brake right there.
Yeah, that's what you want to see. Is when an incident occurs, don't make things worse. Cam Harris is down pit road, along with Michael Kerjelak, Alan Bledsoe, Josh Hetrick's down. Gregory Robinson's down. All these drivers coming down late here.
I think a lot of these drivers are probably going to take tires here and not take them at the stage break.
Right, stay out. Absolutely, because fuel won't be an issue for that next 50-lap stint. See how these fresher tires on, if Cam Harris, who was up in the top 3, has just moved into the top 3 and is now going to be restarting 12th.
Yeah, I'm looking back here a little bit.
He got a penalty.
I'm looking at Kenneth Pack, Chad Snyder, Michael Boone, I think, or just Chad Snyder. And Kenneth Pack on the fresher tires of the top 5 or so. See if they have anything here as the pace car's off.
Yeah, we'll be watching that 16, who came down on lap 28. So he's got quite a bit fresher tires than these guys in front of him. Oh, the 75 did not get going. The 67 kind of bunched him up a bit and then accelerated. The 75 bounces it off the wall. 16 going to go to the inside.
Caution's out again.
Joshua Hetrick has crashed.
Yeah, looks like he had towed.
Cautions breed cautions breed cautions at the short tracks. So the 48 of Beauvais is way up the track, smacks into the wall. Okay, 25 was trying to avoid that and came down across the 2, it looks like. Oh, and then was hit by the 29.
Yeah.
He unfortunately had to tow because of that incident. Benny Campbell is your leader with the 3 of Nathan Christensen in second, followed by James Nelson third, and Kenneth Pack in the 4th position. Chad Snyder rebounding to the 5th position with those fresh tires. I don't know if they're going to call this. I don't think they'll call this the stage breaks. We'll probably come to the green flag and go green-white checkered for the stage end would be my guess.
Yeah, let's see if they shut the lights off this time by.
They do. Well, not yet. No. So if they go off on the back stretch. Appears the lights will remain on. So we'll have another lap.
I don't believe that was a stage break because Ben Campbell did not hit pit road, which I would expect him to.
That's very true. Yeah, it's a very good point. So they're definitely not scoring this as the stage end.
It looks like they should cross them over right here. Lights will go out, and they do.
They do.
We'll have probably a green-white checkered here to the end of stage 1.
You'll have lap 49 and then lap 50. Get to the end of lap 50, we'll end the stage. They'll dole out some points. 67 looking for this stage win here tonight at the Martinsville Madness 200. Pace car is off. See if Benny Campbell gets another good jump like he has all night long. Kind of backs up the 75 a little bit. 3 gets a pretty good start. 75 really got a good start. It's right to the bumper. Follows the 67 through. Oh, they're wrecking behind him. Kenneth Pack, Michael Beauvais. This will be the stage end. Let's see what happened. Benny Campbell will be your stage winner. Let's see what we got going on here. Watch the 16.
It looks like the 16 started to make a move to the bottom and then tried to bail out, thinking Chad Snyder was to his inside.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, nowhere to go for the 16. Just could not get up out of the way.
See all the trucks coming down. pit road now. Michael Kerjelak stays out, pitted on lap 41. Cam Harris stays out, pitted on lap 41. Gregory Robinson stays out, pitted on lap 45. Fortunately, Joshua Hetrick, I believe, has left.
Ben Campbell had a trouble getting in his pit stall, had to back up and move around a little bit. That's going to cost him some time here on pit road.
Yeah, James Nelson's going to be first off pit road. Greg Barnett, Nathan Christensen, then Benny Campbell. Yeah.
Ben lost 3 positions there on pit road.
Travis Rodriguez picks up 4 positions from his starting position. Rebounded back to that 8th spot. Chad Snyder will restart 9th. Alan Bledsoe 10th. Michael Boone in the 11th position. Tyrone Yo 12th. 13th, Kenneth Pack. 14th, Michael Bovair. And Joshua Hetrick, I believe, is out of the race. Michael Kerjelak is your leader. Cam Harris will start on the outside row. Row 1. It's Gregory Robinson in 3rd. And James Nelson in that 4th position. Now, this is anywhere from the front 2 drivers have 9 lap difference on their tires. Some of that was probably under caution, to be honest. Well, it absolutely was. And then the 40, I don't think Gregory Robinson might have 2 laps on his tires. He pitted on lap 45, and it was caution after caution there. So I think the tires really aren't going to pay dividends. It's really going to pay dividends that these guys pitted and are now able to take that lead. Did they score the stage points they wanted? No, probably not. But they were able to get that all-valuable track position.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Ben Campbell manages being back in the middle of this pack now, trying to make his way back to that front position.
Yeah, the lights are out on the pace car. We're going to go green this time by lap 55 of 200 in the All-American Racing League Truck Series, Martinsville Madness 200. All-American Racing League brought to you by Callahan Cox Motorsports.
Green is out. Michael Kerjelak. Good start for Cam Harris on the outside. He'll be able to maybe get down, squeeze his way to the bottom. He's going to stick it to the outside. Down through 3 and 4. Able to nice run off these corners.
Yeah, able to hang right in there on the outside of the as he gets loose on entry and loses it. Caution is out for Cam Harris. Michael Bovair had an issue right before that. But no caution for Michael's event. He kept on going. But the 27, we were talking about how good he was doing on the outside there, Dave, and then he just kind of loses it. Yeah, and you can see as soon as he gets in there, there's a bad twitch in the front. It did not go, and then the rear end just comes around, backs it into the wall there. Luckily, more trucks weren't involved. And more damage to his truck, that would have caused them to tow, because then all the quick repairs in the world don't really help you if you have to tow.
Yeah, and it does look like Josh Hetrick is still on the racetrack. He's 5 laps down at this point.
Okay, so he has returned?
Yeah, he is on the track. I'm expecting maybe to get the lucky dog here. He is now going around for the lucky dog.
All right. Yeah, there's plenty of time. The way the cautions have been going, there's plenty of time for him to get that those 5 laps back.
Yeah, so he'll come back around, be 4 laps down. But we're going to stack them up and try it again.
I mean, there's been a lot of good action. We've seen some cautions early on, but there's really been some stellar action as far as the racing that's happening.
like the lights are off on the pace car.
'86 Michael Kerjelak takes us into the Geico restart zone, and he'll fire off. 29 of Greg Robertson gets a good run on that outside. Gets a really good jump along with him. The 75 is going to make his way to the inside of the 29. 29 may have touched the wall there just a little bit. As the 38 Palmaya Ford of Greg Barnett moves into that third position.
Yeah, they're all lining up on the outside to go around the 3. Oh, contact between the 3 and the 67. 67's around.
Kenneth Pack is sideways. Let's see what happened. Oh, that was back before. No, that's the wrong one. So that was before the yellow flag. Yellow flag. So Ben Campbell crashed after the flag? Is that what I'm seeing here?
No. The 3 got into the back of Campbell off the corner. Spun Campbell around to the inside wall.
But I think the crash was actually before that, Dave. Kenneth Pack and Tyrone Yo and Michael Bovair. Which brought out our yellow flag. Caution. Was it the previous? Because that's the only yellow flag that I saw. Okay. Maybe it didn't show me the crash and the thing until later. All right. Nonetheless, Nathan kind of got the 67 there. 67's not going to be real happy about that. There's gonna be some upset drivers. Something happened with the 16 though, Dave. Like I say, when I went to him under live, he was sideways on the track. He's now on pit road. That's why I'm saying I believe that was part of this, or what actually brought this caution out, is the fact they didn't get going again. And then as the caution came out, the 67 and the 3 got together. I could be wrong, though. I'm just speculating again based on the data I'm looking at here.
I'm going to try to take a look back and see what happened to the 16.
It's all purdied up now. Get that fast repair.
I think this is going to be a chain reaction event. Let's see. Try to take a look at it. Okay, I think you're right. The 16 and the 16 lost it off the corner. I think that's what initially brought the caution out.
Yeah, and I'm just wondering if maybe the 3 didn't catch that the caution was out and the 67 was off throttle, right?
Yeah, that could very well be what happened there with the 3 and the 67.
Yeah, that would be my best guess. But again, we look at this data comes flying across. I mean, tons and tons of data. As the pace car is off, we're doing a single file restart.
Single file.
Don't blame him here. Trying to keep it clean for a little bit. So this is going to really benefit the 86 unless the 75. The 86 is off. Carries about a truck length lead down into 1 and 2. Through 2, stretches it out another truck. Ben Campbell has crashed again right at the green flag. Not sure what happened with Benny there. The truck looks all right.
Benny going, yep.
Yeah. So it must have been just a little bit of contact made. You know, Benny's driving a little upset right now, I would say. You know, having led this whole entire race.
Caution's out. Nathan Christensen.
Well, it wasn't Benny because we were watching Benny. So let's see what happened with Nathan here. It's what we've seen all night. On entry, he gets a little loose there. Let's see, that didn't do it. Accelerating up off. Just loops it down to the inside wall. All right, guys, we've seen that one before.
Give us something new.
That's right. Give us some bumpers or something. We are the Sim World Racing Network. You can check us out on Facebook.com/SWRN. Search SWRN. You'll find us there. Drop us a comment. If you want to get in contact with us about broadcasting an event that you're going to be doing here on the simulator, again, just message us there on SWRN, and we'll let you know everything you need to know. If you've got some stuff to clean up, get with G-Tech cleaners and degreasers. Look, you could throw this stuff in with your laundry, and it'll help take out those tough to get oily stains and stuff. The stuff is the safest on the planet. They've got all kinds of accolades for how safe this product is. And not only is it safe, it's really, really effective. Check them out at buygtech.com. Again, that's buygtech.com. Paid them bills, Dave. Paid them bills. We're going to keep with the single foul restarts in an attempt to keep the racing clean for a few laps longer. Pace car is off. Michael Kerjelak will get us to the Geico restart zone, followed by James Nelson, Greg Barnett, and Gregory Robinson. 86 is on the loud pedal. 75 gets a good start right along with him. These two drivers pull out a little bit over the 38. 38 closes in really close on center of two, really. Center of 1 and 2. So we see the battle here among the top 5. You can throw a blanket over them, folks. Ooh, 26 gets on the... Yikes. Yeah, that was close.
I've been watching the 26. He's really been
3 wide. 3 wide. Sorry, Dave.
Back.
My apologies. They're going 3 wide again, and he's off the berm. 5 of Michael Boone. 27 says, no, let me out of this. Way too high up the track. 48 gets a really good run down that backstretch. They're going to... Yeah, I think this 27 wants out of this top lane. He's been running it, but he just... It doesn't seem to be working right here on Colchester. As Gregory Robinson drops to the field. Something happened with Gregory. He's crashed. The yellow is out. See what happened with Smokey Robinson. 26 there's about a truck length back, so I don't think he got any... Well, let's see. Does he get some help? No, he's just on the outside. 26 got to his inside, and he couldn't bring it down. And I don't think he was really used to being on that high side at the moment, wasn't ready for it. And kind of I don't know if you want to call it a dive bomb. I don't like using that term because I don't know that that's what it was. It was open. The 26 was just able to drive it in there really deep.
Yeah, that seems to be the story of the night so far. It's just drivers losing traction on entry and exit here at Martinsville.
Points leader Travis Rodriguez moved his way up into the 5th position now. Alan Bledsoe, who's had a couple of incidents tonight, up in the 6th position. Benny Campbell rebound into the 7th position currently. I don't think we've seen the last of the 67 running out front tonight. We're not quite to halfway, and I don't think he's done. But your leader at the moment, the 86, Michael Kerjelak, running that Moza butt kicker paint scheme, looking pretty good out there, looking pretty stylish up front. Good on you, Kurds. Pace car is off. '86 hits the loud pedal.
'67's gonna try to. He does. He's looking to the inside. Oh, they're wrecking ahead.
I don't have who that was. We kind of caught it on camera, but I'm not sure. Was it Gregory Robinson?
38 and 75, I believe. Oh yeah, the 38 got into the corner a little hot, had to lock up the brakes. Just unfortunately stacked everyone up.
So we see a few drivers heading down pit road. Travis Rodriguez, Alan Bledsoe, Michael Bovair, and Nathan Christensen all coming down for service on the trucks. See damage to the back. Somebody got in the back of Michael Boone really, really hard. He's still out there on track, has not elected to come in and get any of that repaired. But you can see the damage. So you can literally see, we could probably see the imprint of whether it was a Ford or a Chevrolet or Toyota by the way the back of his truck has been in there. Good looking truck there, other than being bashed in the rear. It's a good looking truck. Chad Snyder, fast truck early on. I think he's been fast throughout the night, really. And it looks like
I think Chad's been fast. It's just I think these cautions have really hindered his effort, but he's slowly working his way up there.
Yeah, back to that third position. We are about, folks, we're coming to 18 laps before the stage break. Hopefully we get all that under green. But these guys are getting after it. As you can see, the 38's missing the whole back tailgate area of his truck there. The spoiler's still hanging onto the bed, though, so that's all he really needs at the moment. And then again, as I said, Michael Boone's, somebody's got in the back of him pretty hard. Just trying to see if anybody, I think whoever it was, has already got that nose damage taken care of. You can deal with the damage to the rear like that, as long as it doesn't push the spoiler up too much. But
goes up, green is out.
Back out front, Michael Kerjlak. Got a half a truck over the 75 down into turn one. It's 26 of Chad Snyder starting to hound the 75. Auto serve SWRN 75 of James Nelson. See, I just say you should go to AutoServe there in Charlestown, West Virginia, and get your vehicle fixed, and then take it to Virginia. Just swing on down to Richmond area, Resurrection Detail, get it detailed. Sounds like a pretty good day, right?
Yeah, Chad Snyder almost in the back of that AutoServe.
Oh, into the door, spins himself out off the door of. Oh, they try to miss him. The 38 gets caught up in it. The 16's caught up in it. The 5, the 2, the 7 stopped. So I think he missed all of the damage there, but my goodness. We'll go back and see if we can catch some of that.
Yeah, Chad's been driving in the corner very deep here most of the night. I think he just got in a little too hard right there. I think he may have clipped the curb a little bit. Yeah, he did. Flipped the curb and that kind of shot him up the hill into the 75. And I just lost that truck.
Yeah, those bumpers around the corners here, you want to get close to him, but you don't. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. He hit that. It kind of sticks up maybe 3 inches or 4 inches or so. And then there was just nowhere for the whole field just come plowing through there. I think they were missing the 26, right? And thinking, okay, we're clear. But they didn't realize that the 38 had got jammed up in it. So both lanes were blocked, and it would just become a parking lot there. Michael Kerjelak is your leader. James Nelson in second. Benny Campbell rebounds to third. Not what these guys in the front want to hear. Cam Harris in that fourth position with Kenneth Pack in fifth. Kenneth Pack's missing left front fender. I think he's trying to get somebody to look at his damage, but they can't see that side of his truck. He should be watching the broadcast while he races, Dave. He would know in about 30 seconds. But yeah, I think he was backing up to 42 to get him to look at the damage on his truck, but all the damage is on the driver's side.
It does look like Josh Hetrick, who was 5 laps down, is now back on the lead lap.
Way to stick it in there, man. Way to stick in there and get yourself back on the lead lap, because now you have a chance of winning it, right? You still have over half a race to go, and this should be what the 25 considers lap 1 when we restart here.
Yeah, absolutely. As the pace car ducks on off, Michael Kerjelak once again going to lead them to the green flag. And he is off.
It's a good jump down into turn 1. 75 closes the gap just a little bit, but don't look now. Don't look in your mirror as the 67 now turns to the inside of the 75. Benny Campbell moves into that second position pretty easily there, Dave.
Yeah. Going to have his sights set here on Kerjelak next.
He's got 21 lap fresher tires than the 86. Well, he gets a little loose on exit there, the 67 does. But he's got 21 laps fresher tires than Michael Kerjelak does. So he's going to make pretty easy work of him, I think. Just because tires are going to be king that late into a run. We've got 8 to go, though. So maybe the 86 can hang in there. That'll be one heck of a job doing it. You're going to have to make that 67 pass you on the outside.
Yeah, I think if you want to win the stage, you're going to have to put Campbell to the outside if you do not give up that inside. Campbell keeps getting loose up off the corners.
Yeah, that's what's preventing his march forward is he's losing the front tires up off the corner. And what he was doing, not that time, but the time before, is he ran a higher line on entry than he usually does, and then tried to apex it off to get a run down the straight. And I think that he lost the front end when he did that, because now it seems to be sticking very well. He's running a little bit higher lane again. Let's see. Kerjelak doing a masterful job of keeping Benny Campbell at bay.
Yellow's out. Chad Snyder had an issue.
Again, I don't think this will be the stage break. Yeah, the 38 was right on the 26's door down the straightaway. No problem there. And then as they're off into the corner, the 26 just overdrives it a bit, gets it way loose, spins it around in front of the 7. 7 locks him up trying to avoid it. Was able to avoid. No real significant damage on any of the trucks there, but it looks like the leaders are in. Leaders are in. Michael Kerjelak, Benny Campbell comes down, James Nelson. Michael Bovair stays out. Greg Barnett stays out.
So I'm guessing they have declared this a stage caution.
Josh Hetrick stays out. Yeah, you're right. If they must have went ahead and pulled the trigger on that, or else these drivers wouldn't have pitted. You're absolutely right. Chad Snyder stays out, putting him back into the 4th position. Josh Hetrick, who was 5 laps down in this race, is now in the 3rd position. So Michael Kerjelak wins the battle off pit road. Well, Benny Campbell actually got off there quicker followed by James Nelson, and then Michael Kurdzielak. I'm not sure why Kurds' stop was so. I mean, it looks like Benny Campbell had one of the slower pit stops, but still got out ahead of everybody else. His pit lane
like
time
Kurdzielak's
was
pit,
pretty good.
yeah, pit lane time for
Yeah.
Kurdzielak was a lot slower by a couple seconds, anyways, 2 or 3.
Well, he was at a 49.6, so he was Benny Campbell was 49.6 overall. So he got his pit stop was slower, but his whole time down pit lane was faster. As they're going green, 48 gets a really good jump as he backed to 38 up quite a bit. He got to like 4 car lengths going into turn 1.
26 to the inside of the 25, going to clear him here off of 2. Benny Campbell looking to the inside of the 26 now.
So the 25 was that caution that didn't happen because he did the same thing, but what he did was let off the throttle. When he realized that he'd overshot the corner or the exit, he was starting to spin on the exit, he just let up off the throttle. So the 67 now makes his way to the inside and around the 26 of Chad Snyder. Chad Snyder battling back on the outside.
I think pressure tires prevail right there for the 67. He's going to go up to the 38 of Greg Barnett now for that second position.
Yep, as Barnett's
38
around,
loose.
the 67 gets in the back of him. Caution is out. Caution is out. Yeah, it looks like the 38 gets in, gets loose, mid-corner, right there. Well, actually, exit there, and the 67 just nowhere to go, didn't know what was happening, and gets into the rear up to go ahead and finish him off. Michael Bovair, your leader.
Step away for just a minute while we're under yellow here.
Absolutely. So Michael Bovair is your leader with Benny Campbell in second. Chad Snyder is third. Somebody flashed out there. Yes, Bovair. Chad Snyder's third. James Nelson fourth. Michael Kurdzielak is now fifth. Now, the guys who pitted on lap 96, Benny Campbell is up the highest right now. So he has quite a bit fresher tires. Almost, 17 lap fresher tires than that of Michael Bovair in the lead. So I look for him to kind of battle to the outside of the 48. Depending on the restart, probably turn 1, exit at turn 2. As long as the 67 gets a good jump. If the 48 jumps out like he did just a few minutes ago, though, he's going to be harder to pass. Chad Snyder's tires, he last pitted lap 86, so there's a 10-lap difference there, but pace car is in. Michael Bovair brings us to the Geico restart zone. Fires off. Good restart. Gets out about two truck lengths over the 67. Runs that middle line. Starts to get a little bit loose off 67 to his inside. New old leader. 67 to Benny Campbell, but doesn't quite clear the 48 yet. Now he's going to clear the 48 as the 48 is around. 26 is clear of him. Hold your brake. Stay right there.
Yellow
Don't move it
again.
yet. All right. So, yeah, what we've seen all night, Dave, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Anytime a driver gets onto the outside line, they have to remember that they're not on the inside line anymore. So your acceleration is going to be different. Your turn-in's got to be a little gentler. Your braking, you can't really be as hard on the brake as you are in a straight line to the apex. So you've got this truck already pitched, and then applying that brake, and it just gets out from under him. A lot of times what will happen here is you'll be on the brakes for a long time, getting it woed down, trailing it off into the corner, and then what'll happen is as you're coming off or through the apex and off the corner, you've let off of this brake and you're almost immediately over to the throttle starting to work it, and that transition between the two tends to get these trucks really upset.
Yeah, and I think these trucks are a little bit different too than, say, the Cup car, where the Cup cars feel a little bit more planted than these trucks. The trucks get real light on entry and exit. So that's what we've seen all night long, right? So they just got to try to find a way to control that throttle a little bit better to try to stay away from that situation.
I'm going to ride along here with Chad Snyder on this restart as the pace car is off, just to see the jump that Campbell's able to get being that control truck and how quickly Chad can respond to it. Chad, we'll put you on the spot here, bud. He gets a good restart there behind the 67. As he works down through turn one, you guys can see how we're talking about that red and white area around the bottom there, that curbing. If you hit that Chad hit it earlier, as he gets a little high entry there. But hit that curbing earlier, shot his truck to the right, and caused a big issue. So you want to get close to it, just don't touch it.
But here we are, just past halfway, and it's like the initial start of the race. We got the 67 running first, and Chad Snyder not too far behind him in second.
Yeah, so it's basically they've just restarted this race is what's happened here. James Nelson third, Michael Kerjlak in fourth, Kenneth Pack rounding out your top five. As the 25 is around. Not sure if he just lost it there, or if he got a little help, because he was in traffic. At least when we caught him, he was turning around. No, he just loses it. Let's see. Is this going to be on entry or exit? Entry. Loses it on entry. Loops it on around. Barely backs it into the wall just a little bit there. That might have been a little more than a little bit, but...
Like Chad Snyder has hit pit road here.
Yeah, I think that's a good move by Chad.
Yeah, I think Chad saw himself getting beat by tires here where everyone had pitted back on lap 96. So now he's going to come down and take tires and maybe have a little bit of advantage over those guys ahead of him. He's down with Josh Hetrick and Nathan Christensen as well.
I mean, I can't help but think we're going to get a stretch of some green flag laps here. Maybe 20, 25 laps, 30 laps. I can't help but think that's coming. I
hope it's coming. I want to see what some of these drivers can do on a long run. I don't think maybe the longest we've run is maybe 10 laps or so. It seems like that anyway. So,
well, let's go to the match gate ball here, Dave, and wait for it to pop up here. Sources say no. Yeah, 8 ball's never right. As the pace car is off. 67 of Benny Campbell is going to lead us through as he disappears on me. James Campbell there in second in the 75. Fire off. James going to get a really good restart here, as does Michael Kerjlak. They did not let the 67 get away. Beauvais working around Tyrone Yo, gets up into the wall just a little bit. Now the 26 looking to the inside of Tyrone Yo. Take over that 12th position. As Beauvais is around again.
Around.
Looks like Beauvais just loses it again. Yep, just accelerating up off off, and the truck gets out from under him. Same story, different lap. Same story, different lap. This has been pretty tough in these trucks.
Yeah, it definitely has been a tough go for these drivers here tonight. We've seen just about everybody have an issue at some point or another.
And that's what I was going to get at. You know, it's we have some drivers that are fairly new. We have some drivers that are veterans in iRacing, and everyone is having trouble with both entry and exit. You almost have to baby this thing around here, and maybe that's what they're going to have to do. That'll slow the pace down, but then you're going to have the guys that say, well, if I'm quick enough, I'm not worried about messing up, but they would stretch out. So you got to just go with it. But I don't know how you prevent this from happening throughout the field, because it just happens so quickly.
Well, hopefully we're working lap 119. Hopefully they get this sorted out. See if we can run a green here to the end. That would be nice. Let's see what these drivers have.
I still think there's a green flag run coming. How long it's going to be, but I think it's coming. It has to come pretty soon.
Let's not ask the magic 8 ball, since it's always wrong. So
yeah, no, I'm leaving him out of it. I already asked him. His answer wasn't sufficient. So, pace car is off. Right on the bumpers, the 75 kind of giving him a little nudge there, and they're off. Loud pedal activated. 75 gets a really good start with him. Doesn't let the 67 get out to a big lead there.
Oh, they're wrecking again back here.
Here's somebody wrecking back there. You get the 26 involved, the 38 involved. Let's see. Greg Barnett. See if we can see it here. Okay, the 38's behind the 27. Got the 26 behind the 38. Okay. 26 jumped the curb again.
Yeah, it looks like the 26 went to the bottom. Greg was trying to kind of maybe block him a little bit. And it looks like the 26 kind of clipped that curb. The 38 didn't leave a ton of room. And around they went.
Tempers will flare at Martinsville. This is Martinsville Madness 200 from the All-American Racing League. Check out All-American Racing League on Facebook.com/All-American Racing League. Give us a shout. If you're interested in joining this truck series, you can contact an admin right there. They'll be happy to help you out. And there's typically not this many cautions, even in a short track. This is just very strange because it's not really drivers. I mean, that was a driver issue, right? It was, either the 26 being kind of pinched down just a bit on entry and trying to shoot the gap, jumping the curb, however it happens. But most of the incidents have been just getting loose on entry or a single car having an issue, not drivers having an issue, with each other or whatnot. Contact among the drivers has been minimal.
Well, we are off again. Green flag is out. 67 gets a nice little jump as he disappears a little bit.
That's nerve-wracking for the 75. Kenneth Pack has moved back up into that 4th position, just quietly moving back through the field. Chad Snyder's the freshest tires right now, having pitted on lap 112. Or at least the fastest of the, I want to say, front runners is sitting in the 10th position. The guys in front of him have a few extra laps on their tires, like 16 different laps difference. That may pay dividends later on in this run. For now, Billy Campbell showing the way over James Nelson, Michael Kerjelak, Kenneth Peck, and Alan Bledsoe back up in that 5th position.
trying to keep my eye in the mid-pack to back-pack where most of these issues have arose. So far, everybody's keeping it clean. See the 27 work his way around the 7 of Rodriguez. 26 looking for a way around the 7 now as well.
The 27, the 7, the 26, and the 25. These guys have raced together for a couple of years now in the All-American Racing League.
Oh, Chad loses it on entry around.
He saves it.
He does.
He saves it. We stay green.
Saved his truck. Saved us a caution. He keeps it rolling here.
Yeah, good save, man. Good save. Jeez, what a tough save, really.
Benjamin Campbell now has worked his way up to a 2.5 lead over James Nelson. Michael Kurtulak going to run third with Kenneth back, sneaking into that top 4 spot. Now Bledsoe rounding out your top 5.
Starting to tick off some pretty good laps now. I don't want to put that curse out there, but it still needs to be noted. Chad Snyder has moved his way back up. He fell back to the very back of the field. He's now back up to 14th, so he's past Tyrone Yo. Working on Nathan Christensen at the moment. Kenneth Pack's closed in. Actually, Kurtulak and Pack have closed in on James Nelson, the AutoSurf 75 truck. Greg Barnett make the move to get around that 25 of Joshua Hetrick. Oh, got a truck loose back here. Michael Bover, he saves it. All right, he's starting to catch those now. Out front by 1.9 seconds. Make that 2 seconds. It's Ben Campbell.
Out. Not sure what happened.
Gregory Robinson.
Joshua Hetrick went around.
See, it said that Gregory Robinson entered pit lane.
Yeah,
Hetrick was right behind him here.
I see Greg Barnett's battling the 7. Okay, Greg Barnett gets a little loose.
Okay, that was 2 different things completely.
I think the 25 reacted to that and spun it out there off a 2.
Well, some of the drivers are taking advantage of this, going down and getting fresh tires put on the trucks. I like this. So your top 5 are going to have last pitted on lap 96. So they're out there on, what is now 41 laps? Is that, if my math is correct? 41 lap old tires. And these guys are pitting now: Gregory Robinson, Tyrone Yo, Joshua Hetrick, Cam Harris, Travis Rodriguez, Michael Boone, Michael Bover, and Nathan Christensen all down pit road here to take 4 tires. I think I like this move. They're going to come out, in the eighth on back, but nonetheless, they've got so much of a tire advantage over the guys in front of them.
Yeah, I like the call too. I would have liked to see even Greg Barnett and Chad Snyder could have probably hit pit road as well.
Yeah, they were
themselves
down
on sequence.
They were down at 121 and 112 for Chad Snyder. So yeah, you're right. That would have benefited them and got them with these other guys. They did gain a lot of track position though, because Chad Snyder was back around the 14th position, and now he's going to restart here 7th. So he moved through half the field by staying out.
Yeah, the problem is everyone behind Chad Snyder right now are on fresh tires, coming to lap 1, closing in on lap 140. So we're going to have about 60 to go when we get back to the green flag. So I'm sure we're not done with yellows, so we'll see how this plays out.
It may get some strategy in this all, by the end of it. it's really difficult for the teams too to just, especially if you're that leader, top 3, do I pit or don't I pit? And they elected not to.
The pace car is in.
And they're off. All 3 of the, actually the top, everybody gets a really good restart when they're single file, that's for sure.
Keep my eye on the back of the pack with these fresh tires. Looks like Cam Harris making a move. Travis Rodriguez trying to follow him through around the 1.9 of Gregory Robinson.
Nothing changing up front.
Cam Harris now looking to the inside of the 26. Brad Snyder next on his list.
There's 24 laps difference in their tires. So we're going to see what this is. What the battle between the 26 and the 27 is 24 lap difference in tires. So maybe they don't mean as much as I would think that they would, but as this run goes on, we'll see what the 27 is able to do getting through this field. Ooh, 27 way high up into the 3rd groove. Hangs on to it. Now being challenged by the 7 of Travis Rodriguez, who is inside.
And last time by, Travis Rodriguez was one of the fastest cars on the track.
Oh, the record 38 is around. 26 has got into it a little bit. 7's around.
38 lost it on exit.
A 26 kind of gave him the boot there. I think it was like the 38 tried to. Yeah, I think that was just it was kind of an aggressive maneuver by the 26 getting in. He gave him, so he kind of showed him, hey, I'm going to your inside. And then I guess expected that hole was going to be there, and it just was not. And he was getting in so much better than the 38. I think that's the 2nd time we've seen that with the 26 and the 38. Might be a rivalry starting here, Dave. If not, we're going to push one. Chad Snyder made it through that, kind of was a part of it, but still made it through that into the 5th position. Cam Harris 6th. Kenneth Pack is on pit road or heading to pit road. So 7th goes to Gregory Robinson. Michael Boone rides in 8th. Nathan Christensen 9th. And Michael Boveri rounds out your top 10. Joshua Hetrick is in the 11th. Tyrone Yo 12th. And after that spin in that incident, Travis Rodriguez is 13th. Kenneth Pack exiting pit road now, and the 38 who was also involved in that last incident is exiting pit road as we speak. But back out front, it's all Benny Campbell. Sat on the pole here tonight. Ran an incredibly fast lap to sit on the pole. Led a bunch of laps early. Got a little tangled up with, I believe it was it the 3 of Nathan Christensen earlier? Put him back a little bit, but has made his way back to the front. Pace car is in. Bring us down, Dave.
Yeah, Yeah, 67. It's a little jumbled up there at the front, but Ben Campbell gets a good jump here down to turn 1.
75 of James Nelson wrapped the bottom pretty good there, but Benny Campbell's just so fast exiting. This is a fixed setup league, folks, so everybody's running a very similar setup. Just a little bit what you can do with the brake bias is about all you can change. But you can change your driving line and your brake pressure with your foot and all that kind of stuff to help you. As Tyrone Yo is showing his crash, but see what happened with Tyrone Yo. We're still green. You see the 38 of Barnett to Tyrone's inside. Tyrone goes to the outside of the 16 and he gets it sideways and immediately pulls away, preventing the caution.
I'm kind of watching this battle back here. The 26, 27, 42. 27 is now going to look to the inside of the 26. Can't make it stick.
Yellow's out for Greg Barnett. See what happened with Greg here. He's at the inside of the 7 of Rodriguez. Just gets it down in there and it's accelerating up off. And he gets it sideways. And that's another problem, right? Is that if another car is so close to you, when you have that mistake, I had the same problem at Richmond coming out of turn 4 on the last lap as the leader. And I spun my rear tires, and once you get sideways, it's so hard for the driver behind you not to hit you. Which, fortunately, the driver behind me, I don't believe, made any contact with me, but didn't help. I still couldn't save it, but you could save some of these incidents today if it wasn't for another car being so close that they can't do anything but hit you. And then just finishes you off.
Yeah, absolutely. Tight, it's tight racing here at Martinsville, so a little issue turns into a big issue sometimes.
Without a doubt. And, it's kind of... These blind corners is a big thing too, right? So if something happens 3 or 4 cars ahead of you, you're not going to know it until you're plowed into it. So it looked kind of crazy when these guys all stacked it up in, I think, turn 3 earlier. Was it turn 3? No, it was exit of 4. And there was like 6 or 8 cars all piling in there. Well, that's because they can't see around that corner. And you don't realize that it happens so quick and it's so tight around this half-mile track. But we're gonna get them lined up. We're going to do it again. Pace car is off. '67 drops the hammer, spins the tires just a bit. 75 of James Nelson able to hang with him. A little closer even this time, I guess, because of the tires.
Not seen it. There we are.
All right, sorry about that, folks. We are back with you under caution. Lap 164 of 200. I apologize. I don't know when that stream dropped. It's hard to keep up, hard to see all that going on, but I do see what happened. Was able to get the technical difficulty straightened out, and I hope and I'm glad that you're still with us. So we're going to see if we can see what happened to cause this caution. Showing Gregory Robinson had an issue. The 29.
Yeah, it was between the 38 and the 29. I think the 38 drove in a little deep.
Actually, the 5 with the 29 got together.
5 and 29. Yep.
Yeah. And then the 3 was involved. He kind of straightened the 5 back out.
Okay, so now Chad Snyder has been down pit road. The 5 of Michael Boone. All going to be on fresh tires.
Wow. A lot fresher than our leaders. They're really going to need to run a few laps, get a caution, and the leaders will probably pit. I don't know. I don't know. We're talking 96 to 164, so you're talking about 68 lap tire difference. Maybe I'm just wrong, and tires don't mean that much, but we saw tires make a difference early on.
Yeah, I think his tires were starting to show up right there late. Green is out. 67 of Ben Campbell still on point.
Now being hounded by the 75 of James Nelson once again. 67 stretching his legs a little bit as he head off into turn 3. Cam Harris with quite a bit fresher tires, 40 laps or so than the guys in front of him. He's now in the 5th position. The top 4 all pitted on lap 96. Cam Harris came down on lap 136. Behind Cam, you have Kenneth Pack, who was down on lap 148. Greg Barnett was down on lap 156. So these fresher tires, I'm expecting to start seeing them really pay off. So with 30 laps to go here in the Martinsville Madness 200 for the All-American Racing League. We are the SimWorld Racing Network. Dave in the booth here. Stay tuned for the conclusion of this race. We'll interview the top 3 drivers. Everyone on the podium tonight will be interviewed to see how their race went, who they're upset with, and what they think about next week's race. Oh, it was the 48
around again.
Well, I was looking for the 48. I did not get him. There we are. Yeah, he just got loose on exit again.
Oh, Cam Harris ducks off and hits pit road here.
I think Cam's been watching, as these drivers like Chad Snyder, who's just in on 164, had already moved up to the 8th position. He's now going to be in the 7th position. And it only took a handful of laps in between those cautions for him to move up there. So now he's sitting on some really fresh tires compared to everyone in front of him. Even the car behind him, Travis Rodriguez, is in the lap 156, so few laps difference. But we'll see what Cam, Josh Hetrick, and Michael Bovair can do here with their fresh tires. So far, old tires are holding out, though, Dave. I mean, the top 4 were all in on lap 96.
Yeah, I think all these cautions are really hindering a lot of these drivers with fresh tires. It looks like Chad Snyder so far the one that has been able to make it work a little bit here, jumping up quite a bit through the field.
Yes, we're gonna restart here with 25 to go. Pace car is off. Benny Campbell bringing us into the Geico restart zone here in just a second. He's now inside the restart zone. He fires off early, gets a good jump. This 75 of James Nelson's pretty fast, but Benny Campbell just seems to be able to hold on to it. But one slip and the game changes here.
Yeah, we now come to 25 to go.
going to see if Chad Snyder takes it a little easier getting around the 38, who has a little bit older tires once he gets to him this time. Because I know, like I say, he's jumped the curb twice and hit the 38. So I don't know. The 38 may start really throwing some aggressive blocks now. Obviously,
can't make it happen. 42 is trying to look to the inside of the.
Oh, 38's around.
Oh, 38's around. Saves it.
Saves
Green
it. Wow.
Still out.
26 checked up for it. Not really sure what happened to him. Let's see if he just gets loose. I imagine that's what's been happening. So he looked good through that turn. It's got to happen down here. Oh, yeah. So he got in under braking, and it just lost the rear end. Pointed the nose down the track. Back out front. Benny Campbell's out to a 1-second lead over James Nelson. Battle for third. The 42's looking to the inside of the 86. Can't make it stick.
That last lap by, Chad Snyder was the fastest truck on the racetrack. Yellow's out again.
Joshua Hetrick has crashed. See what happened with Hetz. They're beating and banging in front of him. He looks to the inside of the 3 of Nathan Christensen. Dives it down in the corner and just loses the rear end on entry. And that's what we mean by veteran drivers, folks. Joshua Hetrick's been around for many, many years. And it's happening to him, so it can happen to anybody in this field. As Benny Campbell, he was faking down. He faked me out. And by the time I got my camera straightened back up, still stays out. Cameron Harris is on pit road. Again, Michael Bavere is down. No, he's out, staying out. Greg Barnett's in. Tyrone Yo is in. I'm not sure about this pit stop. I mean, there's 18 laps to go. These guys do need a green flag run to the end if they're going to do anything with these top 4.
Yeah, I think that's the only way for these fresh tires like Chad Snyder has, Michael Boone. They need this to run green to the end, I believe, to try to make it pay off for them.
Yeah, to gain anything at all. I mean, I still don't know that anybody's going to get to Benny Campbell unless it's going to be that 75 just because of track position. But I don't know. I'm sure these guys really wish that they were stacked 2x2 again. Because there's always something to gain when you're 2x2. However, with the incident count and the way this has been going, they've kind of decided to keep a single file for the remainder of the race. And that makes good sense to try to get some green flag runs out of it. But this oil slicks is the thing of the night, though, Dave. 67 brings us around to the Geico restart zone. He punched early last time. He punches early again this time. 75 did not miss on that one as he gets right to the bumper of the 67. No, they almost touched, but not quite. 42 pressure in the 86. That may have been the 75 shot at the 67, and he kind of missed it. $15 to go. The Martinsville Madness 200. 26 on the freshest tires of this front pack. But doesn't seem to be helping much. He can drive it in a little deeper, but he's not really getting to these guys. The 42 gets loose. That's going to back the 16 up just a bit.
Chad Snyder, the tires are helping him on entry and exit right now, but there's really nowhere to go as Yellow's out again.
Gregory Robinson had an issue. Let's see what happened with Smokey. Smokey! Smokey! What happens here? Get a little help from
Lost
the
it.
21. Yep.
Loose off the corner.
These trucks have been a handful for these drivers tonight. These trucks and corners. I don't think it's just the truck or just the corner, but together they seem to be giving these guys one heck of a problem tonight. Benny Campbell's loving it though. He is loving it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's frustrating to get the cautions. We've talked about it before, but being on these older tires, he's loving this because he's like, all right, the guys with fresher tires aren't going to have an opportunity to catch me. That's what he's banking on as the lights are off on the pace car. That's what he's banking on, is that his biggest competition right now is the 75 and himself.
Yeah, and we've seen the 75 be able to get to his bumper through turns 1 and 2 on the restart. We'll see how it goes this time around, but any type of contact could mean disaster for a lot of these drivers right now.
It's good. The 67 fires off, gets a great jump. Says, you can't get to my bumper. I saw what happened last time. You can't get to my bumper if I get away from you here. So 26 Chad Snyder's really punching it in there, trying to get that 5th position away.
9 to go this time by.
86 Kurgelak to the rear bumper of the 75 of Nelson. Now applying pressure. Kurgelak really working over the rear bumper of the 75. .25 of Hetrick backing up on the outside. 27 goes to the outside of the 5 of Michael Boone. Trying to make that work. Not this time around. Now the 38 moves to the inside of the 27. They're bunched up behind the 75. The 86 is right to the bumper. I think that the 86 at this point is a little bit faster than the 75.
Yeah, coming to 5 to go this time at the line.
Benny Campbell's out to a 1 second lead over the 75 of James Nelson. Chad Snyder gives a little
16
bump
slipped up.
to the inside. Can he hang on to it? He does. Makes that pass on the 16. Puts him into that 5th position. Bledsoe working over the back of the 86. Gets right to his rear bumper. I mean, it's time to go. It's time to go.
3 to go.
Yeah, if you've got anything left, 42 got really loose there. Got Greg Barnett crashed, is what it says. Yeah, let's see what happens. This is going to be a green-white checkered, folks, as Greg Barnett has had an issue. 3 of Christensen's to his inside. So that's not going to be it. Oh, he loses it on exit. Just a self-spin on exit. Again, happening all night. What a wild, wild turn of events. I definitely didn't get this out of practice. Take a look at current weather conditions. I mean, the track is not really hot. It's 72 degrees.
Looks like Ben Campbell's going to have to hold off that 75 truck here for a green-white checkered finish. Pace car is off.
This is going to be all about the restart, Dave. If James Nelson can get the restart of his life here, or if the 67 spins his tires just a bit. 67 backs him up. The 75 got a good start. 67 really tried to back him up a bunch there. 75 gets to his rear bumper, gives him a little tap. 67 was able to pull off.
86 looking, can't quite get there.
'27 is up the track.
Last lap right here.
Your leader,
off
Benny
a
Campbell.
242 sideways. Opens the door for Chad Snyder to steal P4. Your winner tonight is going to be Ben Campbell in the 67.
A dominant performance by Benny Campbell here at Martinsville in the Martinsville Madness 200. Dominant performance. Proved me wrong all night long about the tires, and maybe that was the cautions that we had that were causing that not to come to fruition. But whatever it is, I was proven wrong. He burns him down here on the front. Gets ready to burn him down. Celebrate a little bit here on the front stretch. Let's go ahead and bring in our third place driver, finisher tonight, Michael Kurgelak.
Michael, Dave and Dave in the booth. You got us?
Damn.
Hey, Michael. Dave and Dave in the booth. You got it? Copy?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, man. Hey, well, we finished the Martinsville Madness 200. The name.
Yeah, it
lived
was
up to
madness.
it. So, congrats on snagging a podium there, coming home in the third position. Kind of wild night. I'm guessing the cautions kind of just were getting a little irritating there throughout the race, but how did it affect you overall?
Yeah, it was getting very irritating, but I want to say it probably helped me more than anything. It helped me save the tires, but then again, I was worried about heating the tires up and cooling them down, but I felt pretty strong. I just didn't have enough for Benny at the end. I think I could have got James, but...
Yeah, Michael, that was a good run, man. We were watching that. You guys had come in on pitted on lap 96, and you had Chad Snyder coming on. Had pitted on 164. So we were really thinking, or I was thinking, that the tires were going to play a big role. Now, in practice, did you find that there was tire wear? I mean, I know there was obviously not as many cautions in practice, right? So
Right. In practice, there was tire wear. I could run 40, 50 laps and my right rear be down, 4%. There was tire wear, but during the race, it's just too many cautions, and we just didn't have enough green flag runs to wear them out.
well, hey, man, the heat cycles worked for you, so no problem there. You got a P3 finish. Congratulations, man. The floor is yours.
I appreciate it. I just want to say thank you to guys for broadcasting. Sorry there was too many cautions, man.
No, it was still a fun race, a lot of action there, but congratulations again, and we'll send you back.
Thank you.
All right, that was your third place finisher, Michael Kurgelak, getting that, bringing that Ford home in third position. Now we're going to try to get James Nelson in here to talk about his race and what he may or may not have had for that 67.
James, Dave and Dave in the booth. You got us?
Yes, sir. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing good. Entertaining race, I guess.
No, it wasn't.
You survived, and congrats on the P2 finish there. Walk us through your race there a little bit.
I'm just glad I finally got through a final lap in a race, quite frankly. But yeah, it was crazy. The trucks were a total handful. Almost got taken out a couple times, but was able to stay out of that trouble. And then luckily Kurds is a great driver. He drives hard but respectful. He had a couple opportunities to pump me out of the way and he chose not to take them, so kind of owe him one there. And I had nothing for Benny. I mean, my auto serve truck was quick, but it wasn't that quick. Yeah, that was all pretty much just beat. I could stay with him for a lap or two and then just see you later, bud.
Yeah, we saw you there on the restarts be able to really get and even there like with on this green white checkered, you got to his back bumper and I thought now's his opportunity. I couldn't tell if you made contact. It looked like you might have just a little bit given a little shot to say, "Hey, I'm here." See if he reacted to it. Maybe I don't know. Were you able to get to him?
I mean, if I'd wanted to, I mean, we could have certainly played a lot rougher, but I've yelled at Benny many times for driving rough, and I was like, if I just turn around and do the same thing, that's kind of hypocritical.
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably the best way to go, man. But listen, good run, good P2 finish. Floor is yours. Anyone you want to shout out?
I definitely want to give a shout out to my new grandson, Mason James. Got to feed the little dude today. I was pretty psyched. Auto serve as always for helping me, keep this car in the track. Great mechanics and stuff. And thank you guys. You can take a rough race and make it entertaining with your broadcasts, and we appreciate that.
Hey, man. Well, thank you guys for putting on a show. I mean, but yeah, so congrats on the P2, man. We're going to send you back. That's sure. James Nelson finishing P2 in his AutoServe Chevrolet. Now right, for the winner.
It's time.
Happiest man in Martinsville.
Ben. And Dave and Dave in the booth, you got us?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, Ben. Well, you survived Martinsville Madness 200, so congrats on the win. You pretty much dominated that race, had the fastest truck all night. When you get shuffled to the back there, after that first stage or so, how was that coming back through? Was that a little tough getting back through the traffic?
Well, I screwed myself. I got too far left, hitting right there in the curve of 1 and 2, so that kind of sucked. And then I was trying to check up for Smokey and get out of his lane, and then when I did, I think I come across the nose of the 3 or 33 or something. And it spun me, so that put me to the back again. At that point, I was like, well, I'm sure they'll spin enough to make up spots without having to completely race too hard, even though I made it 3 wide with Boone that one time.
Were you at any point later, in the later stages of this race, of the final stage there, were you at any point considering coming down for tires when your last pit stop was on lap 96?
Not really. I mean, it went through my mind a couple of times, but I was like, James is quick enough that he's going to be hard enough to pass, just like Kurds is. So I was like, unless they pit, there's no way I'm going to pit. But I wouldn't been able to judge it because they were behind me. So I was trying to watch them to see what I thought they was going to do. I tried to fake them a couple of times and see if they would.
If they bite. Yeah, man. Listen. You had that thing on rails tonight. Congratulations on the victory here. Got to be the elite, probably the only person smiling leaving out of here tonight. But congrats on that win. The floor is yours, bud.
I appreciate it. I want to thank y'all for putting out a good race, and hope it stays going this way and everybody gets along.
Absolutely, man. Well, listen, again, congrats, and we'll send you back to celebrate with your friends.
Thank you.
Well, Dave, there you have it, man. That's Benny Campbell in the number 67 Ford getting the victory tonight. As we look at our rundown, Ben Campbell, your winner. Second place, James Nelson. Third place, Michael Kerjelak. Fourth place, Chad Snyder. He rebounded nicely, had a very fast car tonight as well. Alan Bledsoe finishing in the fifth position. A little bit of problems early on for Alan, but again, nice comeback, able to rebound to fifth. Kenneth Pack, sixth. Travis Rodriguez, seventh. Cam Harris finished in the eighth position with Joshua Hetrick in ninth.
Yeah, the 10th place is going to go to Michael Boone. 11th goes to Nathan Christensen. 12th to Tyrone Young Jr. 13th to Michael Boisvert. 14th, Greg Barnett. And rounding out your field in 15th will be Gregory Robinson.
Well, there you have it, race fans, for the All-American Racing League Truck Series. This was race 6 of the season, the Martinsville Madness 200. This has been the SimWorld Racing Network. I'm David, and he's David, and we are out of here. Have a good night.